Hey everybody, welcome back to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we slayed a dragon called Devara, who was like a world womb or whatever, a world wound worm or something like that. It was like a corrupted dragon thing, had no eyes. And yeah, we had Greyboar. He came with us, we slayed the dragon together, but then he asked for too much money and then I kicked him out. So we're back here on the world map, as you can see. Yeah, I think like I'm doing pretty well. Most of the demon army on the east side of the West Selen has been cleared out. And yeah, we're pushing forward. We're pushing forward into the western areas. Yeah, hopefully it turns out well. It's gonna be a lot of stuff to do left on the map. Strengthening the chain of command. The war wears soldiers down and defeatist attitudes sink in. In order to reinforce the discipline, the Commander's Staff Council must look for new solutions. The chain of command of the Crusade has been strengthened. The Staff Council requests that the Crusade leader attend their meeting and receive an update report. Nice. Sounds good to me. Ziggurat, 15 days left, huh? Not bad, not bad. Map. Yeah. Still a lot to go to get to the World Wound epicenter. Get back home first and rest up, though. Alright, here we go. Look at this guy. He's an Oread, I think? Oh, Captain Harmatin, right. Hail, Commander. Captain Harmatin salutes. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, not everyone appreciated your methods. A circle of discontents formed within the officers' ranks, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition, otherwise they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We got some very capable fighters among the fresh blood every day, the kind that could be made sergeants right away. We need those who know the meaning of honor. We'll call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers, boosting everyone's morale too. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants with a reliable record of results, then promote them. Mendev is full of promising youths who are overlooked when the seniors were promoted to serve in your army. We can call them here, award them rank, and they'll be grateful to us until the end of their days. What exactly are these Waries unsatisfied with? We raised the privates' pay and gave them enhanced rations with expected results. Unfortunately, some of the officers felt themselves deprived of these benefits. They're now spreading dangerous ideas. So they were expecting bribes? The opportunists. I did warn you, elites always take offense when gifts and affections of the authorities are directed to someone else. And one more thing, I apologize if this sounds disrespectful, but these are the sentiments within the ranks. For an entire century, the Queen was the face of the Crusade. Even though she personally appointed you as commander, many still consider you an upstart, unworthy of the high title. Many officers and soldiers dream of Her Majesty taking the lead. Okay, let's discuss our options in further detail. As you command, Sela, what's your plan? We need the most honorable, loyal officers. What else can we Where else can we find them but among the chivalric orders and paladins? We'll invite valiant knights to Dresden and make them officers. They are the best hope for a Crusader army. That sounds fabulous, but there's just one tiny little problem. Who do you think has been filling these positions until now? Did it truly not cross my dearest cousin's mind to recruit your favorite paragons of honor and faith as officers? Your proposal is to repeat exactly the same thing that's been going on without you for the last 100 years. Regil, what do you suggest? Appointing officers from outside is a mistake. We should move our most distinguished privates up the ranks. The troops will be more eager to trust their former comrades and try to climb the ladder themselves. Of course, these officers will also prove more loyal than newcomers invited from who knows where. There's some truth to that, but I became who I am by making it all the way from a thief to a paladin. But soldiers need not just generals but mentors too. They need officers who embody honor and bravery, showing the true meaning of those virtues as someone once showed me. Darren, what's your opinion, please? There are plenty of ambitious young men and women in Mendev waiting for a chance to prove themselves. They'll move mountains for whomever gives them this chance. The aspirations of hot-headed youths are the best fuel for war. Sure, why don't we invite some privileged youth as our officers, gamblers, status seekers, fops, and brilliant poets unappreciated by the masses. That's what we've been missing in our commanding ranks. I can see that the Count misses the high life dearly and would like to invite along the entirety of the capital's leisure class to join him in carousing. I can't stop him, so he can invite them to his heart's content, but not to serve here as officers. Okay, Captain Hartmaton, what would you advise? There are volunteers arriving every day with some quite capable people in their midst. I wasn't a rookie when I joined the Crusade, after all. I had 100 years of military experience. 100 years, Jesus. We can rely on these new leaders to replenish our command staff. Should we entrust the lives of our soldiers to strangers? I'm not so sure. Okay, thank you. Everything's clear. You know what? I think Regil makes the most sense, right? Choose those deserving of promotion among the privates. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yep, that's it. Certainly, I've already have the list prepared. I can present it immediately so that those who have excelled can be fairly rewarded for their performance. Yes, good job. I hope that these measures will solve the issue at hand. If we have further complications, I will call another council at once. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait, that's it? Okay, nice. And then I can talk to Irabeth for the dragon stuff. Yes, okay, hail Commander. I've taken care of the dragon that was attacking our patrols. That's one less problem to contend with. Now we can take the extra lookouts off dragon duty and reassign them to more useful tasks. Excellent work, Commander. Yes, I'm the commander, of course. So excellent work is always what I do. Okay, now what do I do? I also have these bracers for Woljif. Bracers of Abrupt Onslaught. It grants +5 competence bonus on trickery skill checks and also gives me more sneak attack damage. So yeah, that's good for Woljif. Hell yeah. Fantastic, Woljif. Fantastic. Okay. Let's talk to Woljif. I think he wants to talk to me. Hey Chief, want to talk? Yes. You wanted to tell me something in private? Woljif tries to seem calm, but his tail is lashing nervously. I don't know how to word it so you don't just drag me straight into the Inquisitors. You're the one who wanted to talk. Woljif sighs heavily. Well, you got me there, but I don't know how to put it. This has never happened to me before. Bear with me. I'm not one to gush about my feelings, you know? This is a hard thing to talk about. Woljif is still alert, but the motion of his tail slows. Fine. I still can't believe you took me back. No one has ever done anything like this for me before, so I guess I can trust you with some things. Not all of them, though. My shadow, did I tell you it talks now? Well, it happened after I started carrying the Moon of the Abyss with me, and that's not the only thing that happened. It's been giving me strange dreams, like I'm falling in some kind of crystal. I keep falling forever. Everything around me is shining, but dreams don't mean anything. I thought it was because the wound is so near, but there's something else. We'll just stay silent for a while, building up his courage. Chief, I'm stronger. My fingers tingle anytime I use magic now. Like it's dying to come out. It wasn't like this before. I did some magic, but now it's like I can do some real damage, you know? This had never happened before I took the moon. Woljif gives you a pleading look. Chief, I don't know what to do with these powers. What if they get stronger? I mean, I always thought about what I'd do if I was suddenly rich and powerful. I showed everyone my true worth, but I'm not ready for this. It's too much for a simple fellow like me. Yes, this is my grandfather's inheritance, but why'd he leave it to me? Do you really think he really wanted me to become stronger so I could grab what the world owed me as payment for all the kicks and blows, for all the mocking that's the way I was born? What if it's just a trap? You can't just turn your back on these powers. The world is finally giving you a chance to show your worth. Woljif looks at the amulet pensively. You might be right, but what if there's a catch? Some string attached that no one told me about. What if I get fangs or become as pretty as that brute Votiel? Then again, maybe I should just quit worrying. If I get demonic powers, I might be able to free a whole kingdom or conquer one if I feel like it. Even if I get bumps all over me like Votiel, will it even matter if I'm rolling in money? Thanks, Chief. You're giving me good advice. Yes, Votiel, Yigfelis, there are too many demons hanging around you, and the Moon of the Abyss turned out to be of demonic origin as well. Woljif sighs heavily. You think I like it? If it was up to me, I would never have met them. This is how I see it. Yigfelis must be my grandfather, since they call me his spawn. Votiel, that spiked ugly mug, came to try to collect some of that old demon debt from me. I know how it goes. We have uncles for this in the family, big thugs, but without the spikes, without go around beating money out of late payers. The Hepsamira he's talking about must be like our sister Carissime, but for demons, and old Gramps crossed her somehow, and she just can't get over it. He probably stole the Moon of the Abyss from her, but I don't know, but I would have. I don't know, but I would have. Yeah, okay, I see. And the moon. Grandpa, you should have left me a note or something. Chief, I think he expected better of me, how I turned out in the end. You probably thought he'd have a smart grandkid who'd know what the moon was for and what to do with it, but he got me. Woljif's tail dropped sadly. So what if he was a demon? I don't want to let him down, you know? He believed in me, I guess. Just you and him, Chief, the only two people in the world who believe in me. That's why I had to figure something out. Okay, sure. Alright, sounds good. Let's go, let's talk later. Interesting. Alright, it's a storyteller. Let's talk to him. The blind elf whispers something under his breath while hearing your steps. He turns to you slowly. Greetings, Mickey Mouse. What have you brought me? A new story? I want to discuss our encounter in the dragon's lair. I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right? Why did you go to the tower? I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now. In that place, I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seems that tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some records or some other items that could answer the questions about my past life may have remained in the home. However, I unfortunately realized too late that the tower was now the lair of a monster. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures, but their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation, which is why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more, a good story. That was what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her. Did you find anything of value in the tower? The storyteller nods politely. Yes, thanks to you. The dragon didn't have time to burn everything. I found the memories of my previous life, which I had forgotten long ago. Alright, cool. Once again, please accept my gratitude for the miraculous rescue. I hope I never again have cause to meet a creature as voracious as that dragon. So I got the pages you're looking for from the Great Garrison. Yes. The storyteller takes the page from your hands. His fingers touch the ancient letters gently, examining them lightly, following the lines. I see myself, young, energetic, able to see. Oh gods, have I found the key to my past? Finally, I will find out what my own mind has been hiding from me. The elf's expression becomes withdrawn, the wrinkles on his face soften. Thank you, Mickey Mouse, and please follow me to my story. Let us embark on this journey together. The storyteller inhales sharply a few times and begins his story. They are leaving. The people of Kyonin faced the coming earthfall and admitted that they were incapable of handling the disaster. Proud rulers, artful crafters, brave warriors, wise mages, and skilled healers, all of them in a hurry to the gate of Sovereign, looking around fearfully. A clean, safe world is waiting for them there. My people decided not to fight for Galarian. I am ashamed, and I am sorry for them. Their hearts wavered in the face of the catastrophe, but my will is strong. I am staying. My kinfolk are looking at me angrily. How dare I diminish their decision with my recklessness? My choice makes them look like cowards, traitors of their own home. One of them, my former mentor, looks at me bitterly. He hands me a neat notebook with a tree bark cover, in case you change your mind. With a heavy sigh, he returns to the lines of those departing. Forgive me, brothers and sisters. I watch the gate of the Sovereign stone close, separating me from them. It's time for me to go too. I open my master's notebook. There are his notes about traveling between worlds, in case you change your mind. He hopes the burden I shouldered voluntarily will be too much. I will lose heart and I find my way to Sovereign. That will never happen. My mouth sets stubbornly. I tear my master's notebook to pieces. I use my forced pride as a shield against my fear of what is to come. Why did the elves decide to flee and not fight? The storyteller's lips pursed with disdain. They are afraid to lose what they have. They were rulers, long-lived and powerful. They valued their lives and sunshine too much to enter the fight with the aftermath of Earthfall. Okay, what is a Sovereign stone? A magnificent crystal bent as an arch by a mighty hand of an ancient divine creator. Our great gate to the other worlds. It breathes power. It dreams of eternity. Okay, what happened next? Earthfall happened at night. I am standing at the top of my tower, many miles to the north of Kyonin. I see a blaze far in the south. I see here a horrendous rumble. The air is groaning, giving way to a huge rock rushing down on my world. And then a blow, vibration that penetrates everything, reaching down into the bowels of Galarian and up to the vaults of the sky. Crunching bones, blood from burst vessels filling my eyes with darkness, drowning in timelessness along with countless denizens of Galarian. Never before have we been so united in our feelings. When I came around, the darkness reigns. My first terrible thought, I'm blind. But no, little by little I began to see the stone wall. I am alive. But why is it so dark? The answer is quick. The smell of ash everywhere. The great burnt sacrifice filled the air with incinerated particles of what was recently the continent of Aslant. Great clouds of ash cover the sky, cutting us off from the sun and the moon, dooming us to dusk at day and complete darkness at night. My heart sinks with fear. Treacherous thoughts fill my mind. And why did I stay? Why didn't I run like everyone else when I had the chance? I clenched my teeth and stand up to watch Earthfall proudly, like the last archmage of Kyonin should. Will my world really perish like this? Will I perish? No, that will never happen. I'm still alive. I can fight Earthfall and the darkness, not run from it in a blind panic like my kinfolk and my cowardly teacher. But what can I do? I will not stop the disaster. I will hardly be able to save empires from the destruction, but what can I do? I am but one archmage, powerful and weak at the same time. What is Earthfall? A disaster of untold proportions, an unborn planet dropped on Galarian by blind fate or someone's evil will. A blow so strong that the continent of Aslant is destroyed within moments, turned to ashes wiped off the face of Galarian. In this burnt sacrifice, clouds of ash and dust are born, stealing our sun. Without the warmth of our star, the air cools, the soil is barren, dark creatures crawl out of their lairs to rule. And the most frightening thing, without the sun, all hope dies in the heart. This is the age of darkness. Okay, what are we going to do next? I don't know, I need to think. My opponent, Earthfall, is much stronger than me. Without noticing, the storyteller raises his voice to a shout. It is merciless. It does not simply destroy life, it kills an era, ending the greatness of Galarian civilizations. They will sink into oblivion, be forgotten as if they never existed. I need to think. The elf suddenly winces and is silent for a few moments as he calms his heavy breathing. Forgive me, I shouldn't have raised my voice. This story was much harder than many before it, most likely because I played the main role in it. It is so strange to see myself, feel the emotions tearing me up inside, those that I felt a long time ago, and not remember them. It's like I split. I became both the storyteller and the main character. Too bad the story ended at that moment. Please, if you find other pages covered with ancient elven writings on your travels, bring them to me. I might be able to shed some light on my past, and we will be able to go over how the story ended and perhaps even why I forgot it. Okay, tell me about Earthfall. Alright, they are leaving. The people of Kyonin faced coming Earthfall, admitted that they were incapable of handling disaster. Okay, right, I saw this. I found a page that might interest you. Alright. You are right. Another piece of evidence from the past I have forgotten. Thank you. Okay. I found a page that might interest you. I have a lot of pages that might interest him, apparently. My hand touches the stone wall. The cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a hungry dog sinking into the piece of meat. I don't take my hand away. I let the stone enjoy my warmth in return for its service. It accepts my cares and my unasked questions. The one it's been asked thousands upon thousands of times. Where should I go next? Behind me I hear the loud stomping of the minotaurs that guard the godforsaken place. I tricked and outwitted them, leaving only a trace of my presence. There is darkness lurking up ahead, holding its swords, claws, and teeth, in the hope that a rare traveler visits its lair, but today it will get no one. And the labyrinth is alive. Demon Lord Baphomet began his great escape. Oh, okay, interesting. Please continue. Hold on. Are we able to evade all are you inside his labyrinth? Yes. I'm traveling through the ivory labyrinth. This is not the most pleasant of my journeys, but it's necessary to reach my goal. Are you able to evade the dangers of the ivory labyrinth? Have you forgotten who you're speaking to? I am the last Archmage of Keonan. I have been to many dangerous places, but it's just one of the many. It won't be my last. What do you need from the ivory labyrinth? An answer to a question, a secret. My kinsfolk are weaklings and cowards. They ran from danger, but one stood up to my enemy, and Baphomet will give me the weapon to win. Okay, cool. For several years, I've thought of how to defeat Earthfall. My enemy has no flesh and is impossible to kill. It blazes through everything in its path. It doesn't enslave but destroys life itself, and I have found the answer. I know how to save my world. Earthfall came to destroy Golarion. Its strike was brutal, and my world barely withstood it. But what if Earthfall was resisted by not one world, but several worlds at once? What if Heaven or Elysium came to help the dying Golarion? If I manage to merge my world with another one, meld them together, the power of the disaster will weaken. The denizens of Golarion will be able to temporarily take shelter in the adjacent plane. Civilizations will not die. Our culture will continue to exist. We will not be forgotten. Baphomet, the cunning and insidious Lord of Minotaurs, was once a captive in Asmodeus' prison, but only 10 years passed before Baphomet was able to escape, taking his own prison with him, which later became the Ivory Labyrinth. Such an achievement deserves respect, and is the goal of my research. Moving matter between planes is what interests me now. I stop near strange symbols covering the wall of the labyrinth. I run my hand over them to ensure that they are real. Cryptid riddles drawn by Baphomet during his imprisonment. I take out the bark covered with notebooks and painstakingly copy the symbols into it. Behind me, the two minotaurs are fighting, deceived by the net of spells I'd wrapped around myself like a blanket. Okay, what happened next? I copied the strange symbols in a notebook. I had the slightest idea of what these scribbles mean. What was the future demon lord thinking when he wrote them while he was imprisoned into a cell and no way out? Was he still in his right mind? I will need help to understand these notes. Otherwise, decrypting them might take more time than Pharasma has given me. One of the minotaurs behind me killed the other one. His tore his heart out and devoured it. His blood-stained nose sniffs the air sharply. His bloodshot eyes shift from wall to wall. He senses a stranger, but he doesn't scare me. I am certain of my powers and the spells behind me. I've done my work and now leave this place, and still I linger. What is this strange presence I feel behind me? It's like someone is watching me, despite all the protective spells. Who are you? I ask carefully, not hoping for an answer. Darkness. A coy female voice whispers in my ear. Against my will, I shudder. The storyteller stops talking for a long while. The vision ended at the most interesting moment, didn't it? He says bitterly at last. Please, find the rest of the pages from this bark-covered book. I must know what happened next. Okay, cool. Giants. A progressive alchemist by the name of Zagel Forntz ran a series of experiments in an attempt to improve the potion of legendary proportions, but something went wrong. The soldiers who tasted his creation cannot return to their natural form and have grown quite dim. However, the alchemist assures everyone that no harm has been done, since giants are more useful than ordinary soldiers, and the usefulness of intelligence of a soldier is debatable in the first place. Okay, what does this do? Use giants in battle, cure the poor victims. Sure, send the giants to perform heavy manual labor. Sounds good to me. Heavy manual labor. Giants are the ideal candidates for heavy labor. For example, their contribution will be invaluable in the efforts to clear the bed of the Westsellan River. This effort will make supply deliveries from Canabras easier. The alchemist Zagelfor strongly endorses the decision. Nice. Cool. Let's go. Molten Scar time. This is where the Crusaders went missing, apparently. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, a lot of demons there in a ritual circle. Some rocks. Having fun with the prisoners. Feathered beast, I'll choke all of you. Get your talons off me. Uh-oh. Yakleth. Can I have a Ravuk, something else. Uh-oh. Yep. Oof. Some evil stuff went into his eyes. And, yeah. He's turned into like some... Thomas, what have they done to you? You monsters. Beast. Ooh, interesting. Turn into some lizard demon thing. Now get the second one over here. Okay, interesting. Thomas, okay. Thought the rock sorceress.
I do what I must.
Hello there. A large rock looks at you, craning her disgusting bald neck. Her piercing screech sounds menacing. Why are you here? Do you want to become demons too? Rocks will transform you right away. Who are you? The rock sticks her chest out and spreads her massive black wings. Vorimarak, wise Vrock, magical Vrock, snatcher of pathetic humans, maker of demons. Other Vrocks said Vorikmarak was dumb. Leave chicken head, they said, and Vorikmarak becomes the favorite student of wise Xanthir the Plagued One, and is now making demons out of humans. Who is dumb now? Drops of saliva fly out of the animal's beak, carrying the stench of death. What are you doing here? Unblinking bird, I stare at you. Vorimarak is making an army. She sends her flock to get humans, silly crusaders at night. Then when she steals, she transforms, makes good demons with sharp teeth who will kill you. Ha 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 ha. The rock bursts into shameless, screeching laughter as she looks at her deformed prisoners. Wise Xanthir, the Plagued One, told her to fly here and gather an army. Harm humans, he doesn't have time to do it himself. He is busy reading and thinking. He said he would give the rock horrific power like the strongest demons have. Wise Xanthir, the Plagued One, knows a secret, how to pour more power into demons. Which, when he rewards the Vrocks, she will tear off the heads of everyone who banished for Mirak, and when the others she will hunt for you from the sky. Pathetic humans. Let me get this straight. You served a wise mage, but he sent you here. He sent you somewhere far away here with a very important task. I can't imagine what possessed him to do that. Who would refuse such a passionate and quick-witted helper? I'm sure he's lost without you. The Vrock laughs triumphantly. Stupid mortal. Wise Xanthir the Plagued One would never get lost. He is too clever. Where did you learn how to turn humans into demons? The rock shows you her wrinkled red fist. A piece of paper is clenched within it, smeared with soot and blood. Old knowledge. The wise Vrock read it and did it. The savvy tiefling has serious doubts that the Vrock has ever read anything in her life. The savvy tiefling thinks that the wise Vrock is telling fibs. An indignant screech bursts from the demon. The Vrock is wise. The Vrock could not read the scratches, but Xanthir the Plagued One ordered the Vrock to get the silver-tongued elf who knows ancient words, and he translated everything. He was screaming in pain while Xanthir was eating him. Oh, okay, interesting. I can bluff, or I can intimidate. Give me the paper, or I'll scatter your bird brains all over the rocks. Yes. The rock recoils warily and lets out an angry screech. What? Have you come to get the paper? Take your stupid paper. The rock will find a new one, even better. And all rocks will kill you. Crumbling the paper, rock throws it at your feet to distract you. Okay. Okay. Oh, it just walks away, huh? Okay. Well, it's fine by me. Let's do this.
Are we in trouble yet? It's time to act.
I'm fallen. Pillager.
Distract them from me.
You won't survive me.
Effortless armor. Yeah, that's fine. Just move in here with Sela. Oh, where's the other ones? It's weird. There's Shadow Demon up as well.
It's not an option.
Oh wait, what? That's it? Where's the other one? Oh, it just walks. Oh, the other one is gone. Huh. That's weird. Hold on, let me get that piece of paper off the ground. Nice. Okay, hold on, what is this? Page smeared with blood and soot. The paper is old and is stained black with blood in places. Someone has written over the ancient elven runes in blood. Just one fragment in the corner is readable. Not a portal, but a soft spot in the space of the world. Many gods and demons have the power to open such a rift, but doing this will not be to their liking, so they will leave the request unanswered. Therefore, one should pronounce the word Ravuk when creating such a rift. It is an ancient and mighty word of a power that belongs to a language now forgotten. This word means no name. Mages of the past often wove it into the text of their incantation to shelter themselves from the anger of those forces disturbed by rights against nature. Okay, cool. Loot you. Lar Thomas.
If you dare.
Loot you. Gloves, huh? Gloves of Arcane Eradication. Plus 4 bonus to touch attack rolls and a plus 5 confidence. Use magic device. Oh. That's interesting. Attack roll, huh? I'll give that to. I guess I can give that to her. Okay, wait, actually, apparently not. I'll give it to. Yeah, give it to. Little Ember, sure, why not? Thomas. Hey Thomas, you a monster? Yeah, it kind of is, but it's not. Oh shit! Sela, who has been watching the night with an expression of sympathy, suddenly jerks away and points to the farthest cage. Another figure is hunkered down inside it, one that seems suspiciously familiar. It looks like Jana, the new recruit of the Illegal Watch, who deserted after the demon attack on the Houndheart's camp. Who are you? Gathering all his strength, the knight gives a short, clipped reply, reporting as he's been trained to do. Crusaders abducted during an exploratory mission. I'm Wollard, and this is Thomas. The knight nods at his friend. The latter cannot speak. His pointed teeth are growing without stopping. They have pierced through his lower jaw, sealing his mouth shut. He is moaning something fiercely, his bloodshot eyes rolling wildly. Do you know anything about the girl in the other cage? No, they brought her in after. She could barely stand. She was weak from exhaustion. Looks like she hadn't eaten in days. The rocks tossed her in that cell and haven't touched her since. She hasn't talked to us either. How'd you get here? The flame of fury is raging in the Crusaders' eyes. We were exploring the gorge on Anivia's orders, and we ran into them. Vrox attacked us and beat us up and dragged us here. We thought they wanted to eat us, so gods, it would have been better if they had. If I recall correctly, and I do, scouts are given orders not to let themselves be taken prisoner. I see you chose to ignore those orders, and well, now you understand why they were necessary. You should have fought better. Well, you shouldn't underestimate the guile of demons. The knight stops. A soft, unpleasant sound is heard amidst the silence. The grinding of the Crusaders' horrific teeth. Finally, the knight chokes out a response. We have families, Commander. Save us. Okay. What did they do to you? We were put through some horrifying ritual. Maybe that's how Arilu tormented her test subjects. The pain is unbearable, Commander, like being dipped in boiling water and then dragged over a grater. I saw the abyss. It lunged at me like a wild beast, pouring its vile poison into me. It entered my bones, turning them into molten metal. The rock said that I would be their soldier. Thomas and I are far from the first one to have done this to. I think they're making kind of tunnels through to their cruel world, and the filth gushes in from there. They pump it into us and makes us fight for their side. It pains me to think about it, but a few times I thought that the demons I killed looked like some of my friends, people I thought had died. Now I know what happened to them. What should we do now with you? Help us or kill us, but don't abandon us like this. The pain is unbearable. It's taking over my mind, and I'm afraid I'll kill someone. Maybe the clerics can cure us. Lan stares into Wollard's eyes and then sighs solemnly. They've got the crimson rage, a demonic pestilence that clouds the minds with unbridled fury. Mongrel infants are sometimes born with this affliction. There's no cure for it, but we do know ways to fight the scourge, to control it. Maybe my kinfolk can help you. Our troubles have a common source. Okay, Lan is right. Go to the mongrels. They'll take care of you. The knight looks desperate, but he finds it with himself to give a stalwart nod. All right, we'll go to the mongrels and not inflict ourselves on good ordinary folk. There is no need to sow strife in their hearts, but we are still crusaders. If an hour of need should come, you can count on us, Commander. Yes, with your permission, Thomas and I will search the vicinity. Now that the rocks have been ousted, we need to gather the poor victims. We will make sure that they will make it to the mongrels. Ah, cool. Everyone's happy there, and good old Jana over here as well, the coward. Jana Odari, the girl raises her eyes to you. She is deathly pale, either from exhaustion or terror. You don't know. Commander? Knight Commander, it's you. Jana, by the gods, come on, look alive. We're going to get you out. How'd you wind up here? I got lost. I lost my way when I ran. I walked and walked with no food, and then the rocks came and she shudders and peers around with haunted eyes. They performed the ritual on you. The one they did on the two captured crusaders? Not before you got here, but they said I'd be next and I couldn't do anything. I just had to watch and wait. So what am I supposed to do with you now? She gathers the remaining scraps of strength and takes a deep breath. I know you're angry with me because I ran. I left you in the middle of a fight against the demons. I deserted my duty, but it was the first real battle against the actual demons. She's so scared she can barely think straight. We need to get her out of here. You abandoned your fellow soldiers and your unit. Your actions possibly cost someone their life. Unless your excuses can somehow resurrect those who died due to your cowardice, there will be a trial and it may result in a death sentence. Well, luckily for her, actually Elon was able to handle himself. He didn't die, so that's alright. Now we get to see who you really are the pious paladin or the girl from the streets you wanted people to see you as. What are you going to do? Are you going to stand up for your girl? Or are you going to help old Reggie here tie the noose around her neck? Old Reggie finds a noose for every neck, ain't that right? We're not in Regal's party. We doesn't decide here. Sela looks at you, seeming unaffected by Woljiff's barbed comments. Is it hanging a little harsh? Sure, she messed up, but the first battle is always the worst. So you ran away from your first battle? Len frowned. I didn't run. We were taught to never abandon each other, but I came close to running. Very close. Okay. Alright, sure. Of course we're going to help you, Jana. Sela moves forward to help, but the look in Jana's eyes stop her. Jana starts to speak in a rush of words. It seems like she's reached the limit of her fear. Back home in Mivon, everyone always praised me for my fencing skills. I mainly fenced in tournaments and duels, and a couple of times I came up with against actual marauders. I won every encounter. I always won, and I thought I'd come to Mendev, join the Crusaders, and cover myself in real glory. The truth is, I soon realized that I've been a foolish, silly girl. I realized before the attack of Canabras, but then I met you, Sela, and then that changed everything. Everything came so easily to you, and you could fall into the cave below Canabras, survive terrible dangers, and then turn around around and order a tankard of ale in the cavern like it was nothing. You went on the attack and Grey Garrison and came back even stronger than ever. Now a companion of Iomede's chosen one. And then there's your motto, no glory without risk. You were the heroine I had always imagined myself to be, and that's why I insisted on going with you after those demons. I wanted to keep up with you, so to prove that I was as good as you, and look where it's led me. Jenna breaks into racking sobs. Seal looks shaken and distraught, gritting her teeth. She breaks the lock off the cage. You heard what the commander said, Jenna. You're free to go wherever, and if it counts for anything, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, there you go. Jenna's okay. Hopefully Eon doesn't kill her. Alright, Erebeth. I took care of the Vrox. I found out how the demons snuck upon us and won't happen again. Erebeth nods grimly. We no longer need to fear surprise attacks, but news of what the demons did to their prisoners has spread through the ranks. Their fate is truly horrible. You did the wise thing in sending them to the mongrels. I hope they'll be able to find at least some semblance of a normal life. Yep, hopefully. Hand over the bloodstained pages. I found it in the molten scar. The storyteller cringes and put his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts into a painful grimace, his voice trembling with terror. No, he is here again, that terrible grating voice, the horrific semblance of a face, the monstrous appearance, myriad insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me, and the disgusting creature attacks my flesh, covering me. They are eating me, they are hungry, and will devour everything except my eyes and tongue so that I can see this damn page, so that I can translate the runes written in the ancient, long-forgotten elven language, and I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translation, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. Now I'm not lying, I'm not. He takes one of the insects from my face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell, and he dips the quill in it and writes with my blood right over the runes, and I continue to dictate. Galistria, when will this be over? Let me die, Xanthir, let me die. The storyteller jerks back his hand, terrified. Oh gods, such horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it, and my own memories are hidden by these images of horror. I can try to get through to them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I will try to lean on your words and to use them as a light in the darkness of my forgotten past. The storyteller takes the bloodstained pages carefully, as though handling a dangerous insect. I see a magic shape. There is a force pulsating in the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was its central point? Is it magical or not? A dead man. They killed a crusader and cut over his corpse. Was a prisoner. Right. The center of the magic shape was a prisoner. And storyteller shivers. Yes, a storm of force. Spiraling into a sharp knife and a living soul inside. In the eye of the whirlwind there must be a living soul, for the knife is just a tool. The energies are too bright, I can't see through the glare. What did you see during the ritual? What was it like? It looked like a small rift was open to the abyss. Yes, a rift, an umbilical cord connecting the worlds, allowing not only sentient creatures, but planar energies to travel through it. I remember it. And the sound, I remember the sound. Words appealing to some force. Those performing the ritual, did they utter some incantation? They repeated the word Ravuk. The old elf is out of breath over one of the memories. Ravuk. Ravuk, no name. An old word with tremendous power. The language to which it belongs to died a long time ago, but the power of this word lives on. In the past, wizards used it in rituals when they intended to do something far-reaching and contrary to the nature of the order of things. By hiding their names, they protected themselves from the consequences and the wrath of the gods. Ravuk, I have no name. You will not find me. The storyteller trembles as if he's about to fall. Now I remember. I know where I saw this ritual, part of it. I am one step closer to understanding what happened to me. Thank you. If you find more pages like this, bring them to me. Maybe by putting them together, I'll be able to lift the veil of the mystery surrounding my story. Okay, cool. The fate of the phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. Everything's ready for the relic's augmentation. Good to see it. Oh, strengthening diplomatic connections where I can do that. Financing costs is a costly process, and the diplomatic council has to come up with new tricks to preserve the friendship of countries and nobility, sponsoring the commander's army. Sure, that's good. Okay, the fate of the phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. The phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten was destroyed during a failed lich-creating ritual. However, grains of his spirit are still locked in a small purple gem that got into the commander's hands. Wizards can place it in an item of weapon to give it evil properties. Oh, okay, this is gonna be a scythe or a ring, so I don't have any scythe wielders, so I guess it's gonna be a ring. Okay, sure. Nice, got a ring. Oh, look at that. Skeletal salesman. I'm a lich. Talks to me. A skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, his nightmarish horse, a flame. Oh, there it is. A flame and shadow draw a card loaded with valuable looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what day looks like to you in the world wound? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal salesman has always the best deals you can find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. Yeah, here, I was planning to attract new customers with the offer of a free potion of fox's cunning, but I can see you don't need one. Pleased with this joke, the skeleton utters a rasping chuckle. I'm a mouse, not a fox. The skeleton's cheerful manner doesn't deceive you. He's undead, his soul imprisoned by a powerful creature, perhaps by a creature even more powerful than you. Huh. Interesting. I could use a free potion. Oh, here, please take it and enjoy it. Just don't use it to outfox some poor salesman. Thank you. Ah, show me your wares. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, it has some great stuff. Where's kinetic blast? Okay. Book of resistance +4. Ooh. That's not bad at all, actually. Get cloak of resistance off him. Bracers of armor +5. Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty good. Deal. Nice. Get to winter sun. Alright, this camp is abandoned, but there are no signs of struggle anywhere. The tracks indicate that those crusaders left willingly. Okay, nice. Although the blight has consumed certain plants, some magic is protecting the area and preventing the decay from spreading. Interesting. Okay. The writing in common reads, so that young ears may heed old wisdom we hide it. Scattered among many caches, youth enjoys guessing and seeking. Oh, they're playing hide and seek. Yeah, they are playing. Blighted treant. Huh.
I do what I must.
And a greater dire bear over there. Talk to you, greater dire bear. The ghost of a giant bear growls furiously, devouring you with its small, wicked eyes, yet unable to harm the living. Okay. Bear carcass. Interesting.
This was simple enough.
It looks like the bear was killed using magic and ice magic at that. Ice magic. That's interesting. Someone brings flowers to the statue regularly. Some bouquets are dry, others are a little wilted, and one is fresh.
This was simple enough.
The inscription is the inscription in Howlet, the language of Old Sarkora, says, "May you be forever joyful, Lady of the Sun." Okay. Uh-oh, that's a lot of crusaders impaled there. The mutilated body undoubtedly belongs to one of the missing crusaders. His killers didn't even bother to strip him of his gear. The blood and charring almost concealed the heraldic symbols of the crusade on the dead man's armor, but they can still be made out. Interesting. Some weird cultist stuff here going on, I guess. In ancient times, Sarkorian settlements used stones like this to send messages to each other. Alas, this stone has been broken beyond repair. Unfortunate.
It's time to act.
Look at that. Raisin Whip. All creatures summoned by the wearer get 1 extra attack. Oh. Something to slow. Oh, okay, I don't know about that. No, it looks a specter. Indecipherable ranting. Okay. That's just over there. Be quiet or it'll also hear us. Bugger. It's got me. It's eating me alive. I'm dead. Ah. Interesting. Ooh. Morvag, eh? Good old Morvag here. You see a young crusader from the Everbright Crusaders. Commander, my name is Morvag. You remember me? Oh, my mentor CR? Thank the gods you're here. I need help. An old temple of Gorum is here. In this cave, I've come for a weapon, a powerful weapon. It's a sword and it's stored down there. Master Sire would never agree to use it. That's why I came here without him. Believe me, this relic will be very useful for fighting demons, but I can't get it alone. I need your help. Are you alright? You notice the young man's pale and sweating face, but his voice is firm. I'm alright, Commander. Don't worry about me. What kind of weapon are you looking for? It's called the Fang of Malice. It is a sword devoted to Gorum. A long time ago, in the times of Sarkoris, his shrine used to stand here. The Fang is the perfect weapon. With it, the Crusaders will be invincible. Why do you need my help? There's a demon up ahead, a huge and horrible creature who I could never defeat by myself. The beast gobbled up my guide in one go. Help me, kill the monster. You're a weaver of spells. Back in my homeland, Sarkoris, people like you were frowned upon. But I guess since it was the witch, Aurilu, who brought the scourge down upon us, it will take someone equally powerful to lift it from us. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, and that fire is you, Commander. And then your mythic power. Everything points to you being the hero everyone has been waiting for. Morveg's voice breaks. How did you come to know of this place? The young man proudly adjusts his chin out. I am a Kelid. This place used to be my family. This place used to belong to my family, or rather, my family took care of the shrine of Gorum. We were a clan of warriors. When we had to flee, we passed the memory of the shrine down through generations. Mothers would whisper their babes the magic words to bring the lost relic back, so that the children wouldn't forget those words even on their deathbed. Of course, I didn't know what exactly to look for in this temple. I hired a guide. The demon finished him off in a split second, and I had to retreat in disgrace. If Sarah was here, he'd tell you to go back to Dresden. Will you come back with me? The young man looks at you stubbornly. Master Sire doesn't understand me. No, I must fulfill my duty. Help me, and then I will return to Dresden. A dark shadow passes over the young man's face. Okay, I'll kill the demon. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. I'm not strong enough for this fight. May Gorum bless you with his power. Morveg holds his talisman tightly. A straw wolf figure. He closes his eyes and begins to chant. Rogmur Brar Todan Katar Katorum Lak. Alright, thank you for your blessing. Oh. Archa. Not so bad, not so bad. Defeated him. Follow me. The temple is very near. Oh, okay. It was just Darakini. I thought it was actually going to be like, I don't know, Baylor or something. Okay. It's fine. 2 enter, 1 leaves. That is the law of our bloody temple. Rejoice, Gorum, when our blood runs over the stone. 2 enter, 1 leaves. Interesting. That's more than 2. Oh, geez. He's a big man now. Rogmar Bar Todan Katar Gorum Lakda. Uh-oh. That's not good. Points. Yep. It's not much is happening. Oh. The young man takes the black sword. His body trembles. Morveg's muscles bulge. They are growing, bulking like froth in a boiling pot. You see a horrible wound on his stomach that the young man was obviously hiding from you. Now it is a gaping, bleeding hole filled with arm-thick snakes. His intestines. Morveg's voice is deep, animal-like, the Fang of Malice. The weapon of those who live by war. The weapon blessed by Gorum. The Fang will make its owner a deadly, almost invincible warrior that hungers for battle. A warrior who won't retreat, betray, or desert. For battle will become the reason for living. Man becomes weapon. Ciara would say such a transformation is a sin. He doesn't understand, but you will. You will understand what a powerful weapon I'm giving to you. I will show you its power. Prepare to fight. Even now, dying weak, I'm invincible. Rogmur Bar, Todan Tar. The giant points the black sword at you. Boy, have you decided to die a hero? Have you thought that about the fact that one of us will have to go see your guardian sire and tell him that you died fighting against your own side? Did you stop to think that the old man might not be able to bear the news? Did you think about anything at all? I know, Commander Sire Kobolin, and I've observed a common pattern in his work with recruits, a tendency towards rebellion, desertion, and attraction to adventure and romantic notions instead of strategy and calculation. I regret that I do not have the authority to remove your mentor from his post, soldier. Perhaps if someone had done it sooner, your life might have been taken a different course. What is this sword? This is the Fang of Malice. The one who takes into battle will be devoted to war forever. The sword increases the power of its owner and banishes other thoughts from their mind. Only anger and a desire, Forever. The sword increases the power, only anger, only a desire to fight remain forever. The owner of the Fang will never return home. He will look for more and more battles. Gorum's power comes through the sword, turning the warrior into his servant, invincible and mighty. Can you imagine the good this weapon could do to in the war against a world wound? How about a dozen of them? They forged a lot of them in Sarkoris. You just have to find similar temples and armor crusaders with them. You're wounded. I will help you. The lad gives you a grim smile. Too late. A piece of the Darakini singer is stuck deep in my gut. It's oozing poison. Only skilled healer priests in Dresden can take it out now, but I won't be able to make it back to the city anyway. It's alright. I'm a Kelid. I'm a warrior. I'm not afraid of dying. You made up your mind, yeah? I can see in your eyes. You're gonna see this through to the very end. You've got guts, kid. I'll give you that. People like you, they don't know how to stop. No, Morveg forces a nod. Yeah, I've made up my mind. You said something in the Kelid tongue. What does it mean? This is the language of Sarkoris. 2 will enter, 1 will leave. That's what priests of Gorum used to say when they entered the shrine. Then they conducted a solemn rite and fought to death for his glory. Today we too will please Gorum with a fierce battle. You've lured me here. Why? First, I just wanted to bring the Fang to you in Dresden, but I almost died in my fight with the demon and resigned myself to my fate. But then you came. What a stroke of luck. Madness gleams in Morveg's eyes. I will show you what the Fang of Malice is capable of. You are the commander. You must understand that our war is more than just foolish prejudice. Defeating demons is worth any sacrifice. Alright, fine. You want to fight? You'll get a fight. A wild boar's roar comes out of the lad's chest. Gorum! Alright, here we go. We're gonna fight him. He's a big man now. Alright, Morveg. I hope you know what you're doing. Greater invisibility on Woljif. That way. Good old Lan over here. Shoot him. Okay. Pain. I feel no pain. Gorum himself forged me out of iron. Alright. Sounds good. Alright. Yeah. Order of the Godclaw. Move up. Alright, Ember. Yeah. I guess you can just practice attack rolls. Okay. Move this way just in case he has AoE. Okay, what is he? He's chaotic neutral. Okay, I don't really have much for that. Yeah, I guess I just go in then, huh? Go in buck wild on him.
Guide my blade.
Guides my blade. Yeah, should also haste up.
This spell works differently.
Yeah. Okay, he's taking damage as well. Oh, wow. Seal is down for the count. That's not good. Ooh. We'll just come in. Alright, come here. More Veg. Oh, there you go. Gotcha. Seal. Okay. I gotcha. More Veg. The giant drops a one knee heavily. Something dark, throbbing, and disgustingly alive falls out of the wound in the stomach. My wound is too deep. I'm dying. But you saw what I was capable of, even on the verge of death. Many such weapons were made in Sarkoris. The Fang of Malice, the Fang of Despair, Envy, Suffering, Futility. All of them are interconnected, just as warriors in a unit are tied by the bonds of brotherhood. Take my sword and give it to the priests. Their prophecy will point you to the other Fangs. Arm crusaders with them, and victory will be yours. A tiny object slips out of the giant's hand, a little straw wolf. Give this to Sire and tell him I did everything I could. I hope he can forgive me. Convulsions racking Morveg's body indicate the end is near. Amber looks at Morveg with radiant, soothing smile. Don't worry, it will all pass soon. You won't be in pain anymore. Is there anything you want me to do for you? The young man grimaces. I'm a little scared. Can you sing me a song? The one my mother sang to me. The whistle of the bowstring calls the vulture to the feast. Do you know it? Amber shakes her head sorrowfully. No, I don't know it. I'm sorry. It's a song about war, right? I don't know many songs about war. You did your duty. Your death will be a paving stone on the road that leads us to defeating the demons. Yep. Avenge us, avenge Sarkoris, avenge our ancestors, our deaths, our humiliation, our poverty. Destroy these beasts, all of them. The fury raging in the young man's eyes fades slowly. His body goes limp. He shrinks as well. Okay. Oh, there goes Morveg. See ya, bud. Oh, I leveled up as well. Nice.
I'm gone.
Look, the altar of Gorum, the god of battle, radiates an aura of unrelenting fury, which even the world wound has failed to dampen after all these years. That's interesting. Alright, well, alright, maybe it's time to level up. Get my level 11 sorcerer. Yes, yes, yes. More persuasion, always good to see. Yeah, sure, greater spell penetration I think is always going to be nice to have. More spell penetration, good. Spell specialization, keep animating dead, good. And get more spells, well, wow. Yeah, let's try slow. Yeah, sure, slow, maybe weaken the enemy. Why not? See if that works. Animal aspect, greater. Yeah, maybe greater invisibility for my sorcerer. Yeah, it could be interesting. Yeah, sure. Greater invisibility. Sure, maybe icy prison. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds fine to me. That's level spell. Yeah, okay. I got waves of fatigue. Oh, interesting. Okay, I got mind fog as well. Elemental body too. So, yeah, I get greater spell penetration. Some new spells as well. It's good. Good to me. Rigel, come in. Gets weapon training as a fighter. It's good to see it. Yeah, let's do improved critical for the Gnome Hooked Hammer. And crit better, Gnome Hooked Hammer. There we go, improved critical for Gnome Hooked Hammer. Nice. Weapon training. Okay, now this is interesting. Fighter's tactics. All of the fighter's allies are treated as if they had the same teamwork feats as the fighter, for the purpose of determining whether the fighter receives a bonus from his teamwork feats. His allies do not receive any bonus with these spells unless they actually have the feat themselves. So allies, yeah, I don't know. Fighter's tactics, sure. Fighters, I don't know. It might be interesting if I get more bonus combat feats. I could make use of that, maybe. Double weapons, weapon training. Yes, double weapons. Gnome Hooked Hammer. That's exactly what I want. Good, good, good. Nice. Good job, Rigel. Paladin, keep going here. No, maybe Die Hard actually for Sela, because it gives her a chance to stand up and fight even when her health is below 0, which gives her a chance to be revived by Ember. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds pretty good to me. Die Hard. Yeah, sure. Die Hard. Good. We get Mark of Justice, Divine Weapon Bond +3. Nice. Divine Weapon Bond speed. Huh. Cool. That's interesting.
Are we
Lan.
in trouble yet?
Okay. You know what? Maybe it's time to multi-class for my monk friend, because I feel like there's not really much that the monk can offer me at this point for level 11 and beyond. So let's multi-class a little bit. Let's take Mutation Warrior. I've always kind of been interested about that, because they get like mutagens and stuff, right? Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Mutation Warrior Fighter. Let's try it. I have no idea how it's gonna go, but hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. Alright, Lan. Okay. Yeah, let's do critical focus. You're training the art of causing pain, +4 focus sense bonus on attack rolls made to confirm who hits. Sure, why not? Lan crits a lot, so I think that's fine. Get another combat fee, really? Okay. Oh, okay, actually, interesting. Outflank also works for range? Oh, I didn't know that, huh? Whenever you and your ally who has this feat are flanking the same creature, you're flanking attack +4. Because it works for range as the tags were. Okay, cool. Outflank. Sounds good to me. You get a lot of weird proficiencies. Yeah, I get tower shield proficiency. I get a lot of stuff. Nice, sure. Good old land. Ember now. Your turn. Or Stigmatized Witch. Ooh, Arcane Armor Training. That sounds pretty good because I do have some spell failure now because I'm wearing light armor. So having that minus 10%, that I think takes care of my problems for me. Sure, Pox Pustules. Why not? That sounds interesting. Oh, some more stuff. Sure, more chances to dispel someone's magic. Sure, dispel magic. Why not? Dispel magic. Yeah, okay, sure. Confusion. Why not? Oh, Crushing Despair. Hey, Confusion, yeah, sure. Try it. Sounds not bad at all. There we go. Arcane Armor Training, Pox Pustules, Dispel Magic, Confusion, Break Enchantment for Ember. Nice. And Wooljiff. Good old rogue scoundrel. Yeah, I should probably do improved critical for daggers as well, huh? Yes, 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 yes. More crits, maybe? Protection from energy? Sure, maybe protection from energy, communal. Sure, yeah, why not, why not? Oh, I have another spell I can take. Let's try Shadow Conjuration. Yeah, why not? That's interesting, right? Shadow Conjuration, yeah, okay, there we go. Get more sneak attack. Get some improved critical for my daggers. Yes, yes. Pretty good. Alright, good.
It's time to act.
Level 11. Alright, and I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Me killing Morveg. I actually didn't expect to kill Morveg like outright. I thought he was just gonna, you know, lay down his sword once he gets wounded enough. But okay, we murdered him. So I guess CR is gonna be really angry at me. But he already disliked me, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed playing it. I hope to see you all next time. But until then, goodbye for now.